was just reading some very interesting notes about my interior design studies at the moment, and I just thought, why not talk about it a little bit? Okay, seriously, welcome everyone to this week's video. I'm very excited for you guys to be here. Last time I spoke about countertops, and boy, was that informative and exciting. No? Just me? Okay. Well, even though you guys didn't ask for it, today I'm gonna be talking about splashbacks. Yay! So let's get into it. So I'll give you guys a brief description or explanation about design in general. Is that it is important that everything ties together. So all of the materials and your design look that you choose, and the backsplash is the perfect little icing on the cake or the bow on the present of tying everything together. I think this way because splashbacks are that little splash of personality into your kitchen. So even if you bring in a unique color or pattern, it still complements the design style of the kitchen and the home in general. My first big tip is that you have to look at your budget, because different backsplashes will have a different price tag. As I mentioned about design style, you want to keep that in the forefront of your mind when choosing your backsplash material, because it's pointless using a backsplash that is contemporary in a country kitchen that just can't mesh together unless you are a design genius or you are really quirky or you find some way to marry the two. It just won't look right if they are not married well. Plus, a very important point that I have to bring up is that when you are choosing a backsplash, you also have to make sure that it can withstand heat and stains and food splatters against it while you are cooking. Right, when it comes to choosing color, you have to think very carefully and thoroughly, because this is a long-term choice in the kitchen. Like anything, you are going to see it every day and it's going to be there and you have to love it. Splashbacks are easily dated.
So if you choose a color that is hip and trendy right now,
it might not bring that timeless look unless that is what your client wants or what you want, something that is colorful and quirky and unique, then that's great. But if you're looking for a long-term, timeless, easy, neutral look, just be aware that color will immediately date the kitchen. Right, enough about all of the tough talk. Let's get into your different material options, and the first one being glass. When I first started my interior design studies of getting my diploma last year, I never really considered glass as a splashback. Like, I saw some basic photos in home magazines about a beautiful glass splashback that gives you a nice view into your garden and letting in some natural sunlight, but I didn't really think about it in the sense of all of the pros that it brings as a legitimate option for your kitchen. Like, I didn't really know or consider the fact that they are very tough, durable, easy to clean, and you can even stain it a color. It doesn't have to be transparent, like perfectly clear. It can be stained a color, and it's not just the standard 3 little color option. There are so many options to choose from. And I think the biggest perk that I didn't realize up until this point was that there's no grout. There's no grout, which makes it so much more easier to clean. Right? For me, tiles as the second option is cute. It brings character and personality to a kitchen. And another thing that is so charming and darling about it is that it is really cost effective. And the design options vary from large tiles that are more modern to a more delicate mosaic feel. So really your imagination can run wild when it comes to tiles. If you are looking for a minimal color or material palette, then I would definitely recommend stone. If your countertop is a type of stone material, using that same material as the countertop or a similar one that matches in terms of color or texture or pattern, it can really tie in the kitchen elements together. Meaning it can give the kitchen the streamlined look that you might be searching for, or that minimalistic, modern, elegant look. Another one that just blew my mind a little bit was mirror. Yes, mirror. Now,
that might not blow your mind, but it sure did mine.
I didn't really think about mirror as an appropriate backsplash, but it is, because it also creates the illusion of a larger space, especially if you have a small kitchen, because of all the light reflections and the mirrored look. It makes the kitchen look larger. I know. The next option is one of the most expensive of all the materials, which is stainless steel. If your aesthetic or the client's is for a modern, elegant look, well, you've come to the right place. Stainless steel definitely ticks that aesthetic box. You can buy stainless steel pre-cut and just have it installed into your kitchen, but if there's anything that needs to be customarily cut or designed, it will cost considerably more. So just bear that in mind. Now you might be wondering, what's the alternative to glass and tile if that's not necessarily your vibe? And I'm here to tell you that there is, and that would be acrylic. The reason I say this is the alternative is because it is a much more cheaper option. Acrylic comes in variety of colors and design and styles because they can be cut accordingly to your specifications. And because it looks significantly identical to glass, it still has the characteristics of what glass splashbacks can bring to a kitchen. So that's why this is a great alternative as well. And our last option is laminate. It comes available in pretty much any solid color, pattern, texture, you name it, they'll probably have it. And it's not an exaggeration. It can literally look like timber or stone or any kind of wood, and stainless steel. Your options are very, very diverse. And I think laminate is quite popular just because it can adapt to fit the aesthetic of anything from country cozy to modern elegance, really. Thank you all for joining me in my video today. I hope this was helpful. If you have any further questions, please let me know in the comments, or you can DM me on Instagram. And if you want to see any of my other little snippets or highlights from my interior design studies, I've posted them on my story highlights on my Instagram page, so be sure to go check that out. I love you all. I appreciate you for subscribing and sharing and liking and commenting and asking me questions, and you guys make all the difference for me, because when you watch my videos and support me, I get to continue helping people and changing the world one design at a time, and I'm so thankful and appreciative of you all. And just a little quick heads up, if you haven't watched my previous video on countertops, you can go check that out as well. And my video before countertops, I spoke about my chaotic life and why things have been so busy and why I haven't posted on YouTube in a while, because of my IDR studies and my Blender project. So if you haven't checked that video out, then please go and do so. If you want to see all of the in-depth behind the scenes kind of journey that I've been going on lately, then please go check that video out as well. And also a little heads up for next time, I am going to be going over flooring. So that's going to be exciting. So I'll see you guys there. And I'm trying to think of a cool closing line, but all I can come up with is stay cool. I'll see you next time. Bye.